Whose orange is he sucking on?
Yours.
Oh. Is that right? Oh. I'm waiting for that spring to just pop up. right in the old asshole of old Mia. Oh, shit. Went the opposite way this time. Just fucking. You go that way. You go this way. Lean back. There you go.
Stop! You always are fucking with that.
Ooh, there's another spring there. I just felt that in the whatever. Okay. Action.
Hey, all you metal mixers, it's your old pal Jennx
And Darkj.
Oh my god. How you guys doing on the Saturday night? We're gonna make a video last night, but you saw a little bit of what we went through. We went to see Death Angel, Vio-lence and Incite.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's talk about it. So, what do you think of the show?
Well, Incite came on first, and thought they were pretty awesome. I never really heard them before, and we checked them out on YouTube the day before.
Yeah.
And listened to a little bit of their latest album, and I guess they played a lot of their newer material as well as probably some of their older stuff as well, and I thought it was really good. Yeah.
Now we heard that was Max Cavalera's stepson.
Yes.
It is the singer.
Vocalist.
He's the vocalist in the band.
Yep.
I think he was selling them at the merch table too. I wasn't too sure because there was another guy that looked like him.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure. So they've only played about a half hour, and it was very, very to the point.
Yeah.
So I actually enjoyed their music, and I look forward to seeing what they're going to do. They hail from Phoenix, Arizona.
They do.
The next band is Vio-lence, who they hail from San Francisco. And the lineup has changed over the years. There's the only original member is the singer, who is Sean Killian, who we had the pleasure of hanging out with for a little bit.
Yeah.
During Death Angel's set.
Yeah, he stuck around for like 2 or 3 songs with us. Yeah.
Yeah, took pictures. We got to meet him. He's absolutely a wonderful guy.
Yeah, he's cool. Yep.
Ira Black is one of the guitar players, and who else is in the band?
I can't remember the bass player's name offhand.
Okay.
Claudius Creamer, who's also in Possessed.
We met him. We took a picture with him.
Yep, and also Sadus.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was very cool meeting him. And the drummer, Nick Souza.
Nick Souza, Steve Souza's son.
Yes.
We got to talk to him after the show.
Mm-hmm.
And we also got to take pictures with them, and it was cool talking with you, Nick.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate what you're doing out there with this band Hatred as well.
Yep.
We just talked a little Exodus stuff and what we thought of the newer version of Exodus and what we thought. We told him about what we experienced at Reverb.
Yeah.
And his dad is sorely missed. And
yeah.
Maybe one day they'll come back together again. But we shall see. We shall see.
Absolutely.
But they were really good. They played most of their first album, I do believe. I'm not real familiar with their material.
With
so
Vio-lence, Eternal Nightmare, obviously the first album from '88. They played about, I think, half of that album. I remember the title track. I remember, oh God, Calling in the Corner and Serial Killer.
Okay.
I do have a clip that I recorded at the show last night of Serial Killer, and here it is.
my thoughts about them is they had a few albums, and then they had some EPs out there and stuff. But my only complaint is about the merch, guys, is the t-shirts were only one-sided, and look who joins us.
Yep.
Chong.
Again.
Oh, God.
But yeah, the Vio-lence shirts were only one-sided.
Yeah.
They had the one shirt, I can't remember, it was with white print. It looked like a brick wall or something, and it just said Vio-lence on it. And the other one was the Eternal Nightmare front cover, the one with the open mouth with the teeth. And,
right.
Yeah. I guess people were falling into it.
Yeah.
It's the album cover.
It is the album cover, and I just think that the merch compared to the other two bands was a little lackluster, guys. I don't know, you maybe should make that tour t-shirt have two sides with the tour dates on the back, just like Incite did. Well, the only problem with Incite's merch was the same thing. They didn't have 2026 merch. They had the old 2025.
Yeah, last year's.
And I just found that a little bit weird because, like I said, Wings of Steel put out a tour t-shirt that had all of their postponed dates.
Mm-hmm.
And rather it go to waste, they put it up on their site for $25. Those shirts should have been a little bit cheaper, guys.
Yeah.
Especially for a last year's tour t-shirt. Bands are putting their stuff, their old merch, 40% off like Anthrax is. So maybe that might be a suggestion, is to print up some new shirts,
Yeah.
But other than that, they were really good. But that Vio-lence were really good. I was absolutely blown away with their performance.
And Sean still sounds the same as he did back in '88. His vocals, right. I love it.
Yeah, he's held up very well over the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
I loved his jean vest, had all the patches on it. Oh vest. My God. Yeah, he's a true metalhead, and
core, yep.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and really enjoyed seeing them. So wish them all the best out there.
Absolutely.
The next band, well, it needs no introduction. That would be Death Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to meet Rob outside of the Archer, which was absolutely cool to do. And I picked him out of like nothing. I'm like, isn't that Rob from Death Angel?
I happened to look over and I was like, holy shit, that's Rob.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So I was like, let's go over and grab a picture.
Yeah, we did. We'll put that up, and here's the picture. And as you could see, and it was before the show, and then after the show, that's when we met. I met Ira Black when you went up and got food.
Yeah.
And then, a few people mingled in the audience, so we picked up on it. But it was pretty much towards the end, and we'll talk about that. But Death Angel performed Act 3 in its entirety.
Yeah. I think it was pretty much their whole album. I can't remember.
Yeah, they did the whole album.
Last songs or not.
No, they played everything.
Yeah.
The other thing is they didn't cover anything from the first couple of records.
Yeah, they didn't cover anything from Ultraviolet or
Frolic. No.
But there were a couple newer tracks that they played. I forget the one, Cult of the Used, I think was the name of it.
Yeah.
That was the newest thing that they played last night. And a couple tracks from the Dream, I think it was the Dream Calls for Blood. I think that was one, or no, Thrown to the Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was off of the Art of Dying album from 04. But yeah, man, they put on an excellent show.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And they played for a good, hour and a half?
They played a little over an hour and a half. Their time restraints, but they went over by maybe about 20 minutes. But they had an incident happen last night. Somebody threw a drink at the drummer at Will.
At Will, yeah.
And they stopped the show for 5 minutes. And guys, I don't understand, and I'll get to that point in a minute. They had to stop the show for like 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it took away the time. That's why they went over the time limit that they're allowed to. But from start to finish, it was a stellar show. Smaller crowd. And I'm very surprised that they actually kept their word and they switched it from the Archer to the Arrow, which the Arrow is the smaller of the two clubs.
Mm-hmm.
The Archer is the bigger one. I think the Archer holds about 1,500 people.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just about maybe a little under 2,000. Great club. The staff was stellar. I mean, super stellar.
Yeah.
The security was cool. Didn't bother anybody. They handled their business. When the pit was going on for more or less for Incite and Violence, not so much for Death Angel. There was a little bit of that in the beginning, and then once what happened, they cleaned up the messes fairly quickly.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, the food prices were about general prices. You got to buy, which was cool. If you bought a cup, you could get endless drinks, fountain drinks,
for
the whole night. So we were drinking lemonade for the whole night. Other than that we had we actually sat in seats because I'm a disabled veteran. So sometimes I can't stand that long. We got seating accommodations with the other couple. And the only two things that I mentioned about the club that I did not like, and here again I'm going on about it, is these all ages shows with adults. And some of the pit was getting kind of really, really close to our chairs and slamming into the lady that was in a walker. And I have a very big problem with that. I think it's very disrespectful, for one. For two, the pit they were throwing their cups up in the air. It was causing a mess. And then the guy throwing a drink at will during Death Angel set. We dealt with that with Deicide too, you know, at Reading. It's just going to show that there's been a lot of disrespect in the metal community, and I thought we were over this. This happened another time I was at Reggie's that somebody threw a water bottle at the band. I think it was Metal Church or it might have been Armored Saint. It was one of the two shows, and this was like years ago. Yeah. And it goes back to the disrespect to the band as well as the fans that are paying good money to go to these shows. The shirts are not cheap. The food, the alcoholic beverages, or whatever you're doing, the parking, the gas, your time, my time, and everybody else's time, and you're going to do an idiotic thing like that. You know, and like I said, the pit was going a little bit too close to other people that I personally don't want to deal with the shit. You know, I've only gotten in the pit once. I'd rather make my own pit so I don't have to worry about them getting all crazy and stuff. But other than that, I think the Death Angel show was stellar. And there was only like maybe less than 200 people in the whole club. It was this very small, intimate gathering. Yeah. Very intimate. We got to meet a lot of people afterwards, and that was great. A
lot of band members and stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was cool to meet Nick. It was cool to meet Will. We got to meet Damien from Death Angel, so we did get to meet Damien and Rob. I got to meet Ira Black. We got to meet Sean. I mean, this was like one of those rare instances where sometimes when you buy those meet and greets, like I told you, they don't always pan out. Sometimes, it's one of those crapshoots where you buy the meet and greet, but they don't hang out afterwards, or you buy a meet and greet and they do hang out afterwards. So it's kind of a 50-50 draw. Yeah. Me personally, I haven't bought a meet and greet in I don't know how long. And the prices of the meet and greets have gone up because the bands need the money. Right. But they had a day off, so that's what we got, and it was excellent. I would do it again. Yeah. Absolutely. I would go to the Archer again. I think it's going to be between the three places, Penn's Peak, Reverb, and the Archer. Excellent places. I won't go back to the Fillmore. I don't care how much they paid me. I just won't go back. It was one of those venues that I just one time to see Halloween, and that's it. So here's some footage from Death Angel.
There you go.
that's my wrap up of that. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
There's not much going on. Maryland Death Fest is going on.
Sporting the Death Angel shirt.
Yeah, he's got the room with the view.
Yes.
And it's got the lyrics on the back. I'm wearing the Jeff Tate shirt today.
Yeah.
It was in the lineup of shirts. I do that. I'll wear the Death Angel and the Incite one that I got later on in the week when we go to Indiana.
There you go. Showing
off some love for them. But the only one thing I want to make of note is that Sabotage, they're over in Europe right now. Jeff Plate is not going with them. He's got some health issues. So they got, of all people, and I think he's a shoo-in, to be in Sabotage as well as Blas Elias from Slaughter and TSO. He's moved up in the ranks. He's an excellent drummer. I got to see him last year with Stephen Piercy's Fiasco, but the band behind him was excellent. Yeah. So he's going over in Europe and doing those shows, and I give you kudos, guys.
Kudos.
With Wings of Steel and all those bands I mentioned over in France. So what a lineup. God, I would be going crazy. Oh my God. Wow. Maybe one day for Saba fans such as myself. So anyways, let's wrap up this video, shall we?
Shall we?
If you happen to like this video, what are you supposed to do?
Give a thumbs up.
Push that what?
Notification bell.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
And share it with anybody who you think might like Mike. Oh my God. Might like our crazy
you're right.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm
crazy content.
Yep, that's right.
All right.
I'd like to thank our YouTube subscribers. We like to thank our Facebookers, our Instagrammers, and our Threaders. I know I'm out of it today. I'm just a little tired. And last but certainly not least, our TikTok Around the Clock crew, our rock and rollers. You know who you are. Thanks for chiming in.
Yes.
Let's end this. It's a big one.
Let's end this. Shall we? Shall we?
That's the reason why I do everything.
Yes. Do it.
Always look good, always do good, always be your best, do your best, whatever you do in life. Because what? We love you, that's right.
Yes.
2, smell good. Don't be a ranky rank skanky skank. And haters to the back of the line. Nobody controls us. And leave the drama for your mama. And stay out of people's business. There you go.
There you go.
And 3, chain singing. Until the next video, guys, all the best. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh shit, Chong.